Triple G returns, and it wasn't great. We break it down next. Please like and subscribe. Please share this on all forms of social media so we can get to 10,000 subscribers. Leave us a comment as well. Welcome to another edition of Sunday Morning Champion. Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, returned to his second home, his boxing home, his home away from home, Madison Square Garden, and was not good. Let's be real. It was a trash performance against an unheard of 35-year-old Canadian fighter who isn't a top 20 guy at 160. It was, if it wasn't awful, it was close to awful. Triple G's days are gone. His best days are behind him. His days as a premier middleweight, I think, are done. They are over. And really, of all his 20 title defenses, he had a regular belt. We can debate all that. His best win is a highly controversial decision over Danny Jacobs, which most people think he lost. That's it. On Hall of Fame weekend, it was induction day today. It raises a serious question. Does Triple G deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? I mean, it's an interesting debate. Let's get into the fight, though. Let's chop up Triple G's performance. Get into it. Let's break it down. He got hit too much. His jab wasn't really peppering. He usually has that shotgun jab that backs everyone down. It didn't look there. He was getting hit with a lot of shots from Steve Rolls. Maybe it was not having Abel Sanchez. I don't know. Maybe he will get better with Jonathan Banks. I don't know. But that was a bad performance against a no-name fighter. He can't beat any of the top guys at 160 looking like that. Steve Rolls was putting hands on Gennady Golovkin, hitting him at will a lot. Now, look, Golovkin was never in any serious trouble. He got his head snapped back a few times. But Rolls was jittery. Rolls is not a big puncher, nor a particularly... He's a good fighter. We've seen him a few times on Showbox. I remember once seeing him on a Regis Pro Grey undercard on Showbox. Or a Showbox card that was headlined by Regis Pro Grey. He fought on that card. It was a name we've seen. Outside of the hardcores, no one's heard of this guy. And for good reason. He's not good. That was... Steve Rolls... there's no pop on his punches. His speed's not good. I mean, I don't know how this guy ran off that undefeated record and got this fight, but, I mean, he's not a threat to anyone in the middleweight division, any of the elite fighters. And he landed plenty of shots. Triple G did get him. He got him with that right hand to the top of the head and the left hook that ended Steve Rolls brutally. But come on, bro. It's Steve Rolls. And Steve Rolls was putting hands on you, son. That was not great. Could you imagine how, Charlo or Canelo would annihilate him? If Steve Rolls is hitting you, putting hands on you, could you imagine what Charlo and Canelo would do to him? They would annihilate him. And if those guys can hit him, I mean, he's going to get outboxed by Andrade, Billy Joe. Forget going to 68. He'd lose to Caleb Smith and Caleb Plant. I mean, his days is... I don't think... I'm going to get into this. I don't think Triple G will be a world champion, meaning one of the four major belts, not a regular belt, not the IBO, one of the four major belts. I don't think he'll hold one again. I think those days are over. If anyone thinks putting him in a rematch with Canelo straight away after this fight against Steve Rolls is a good idea, you should not be involved in boxing. That was truly a trash performance. He did not look good in it. And Canelo's coming off, maybe the best performance of his career, beating Danny Jacobs the way that he did. He looked great in that fight. Canelo, I think Canelo at this point stops him. The way that Triple G was getting hit, there'd be too much firepower for Canelo. So, what's next for Triple G? I think where Triple G goes next is a fight. I think they want to get him a belt. I don't think he's going to come back in 3 months off of that performance at this age, right? I don't think anyone thinks that's a good idea. If he doesn't, but then again, he might only get worse because he's old now. He's 37, I think. It could just be getting worse and worse. it's all going downhill, but he needs to fine-tune things, and he's racing against time. And in reality, his time is past. It's expired. Like, we saw what happened to Zab, to Cletus Selden. Like, I don't understand why Triple G wants to hold on. His days of being an elite middleweight are over, especially as top-heavy as that division is. I don't think they're going to go right into a rematch in 3 months, a trilogy with Canelo in 3 months. I think they're going to want to take something in between. I think that will be his doomsday. I think they'll go with a fight against WBO champ Demetrius Andrade. I think they'll want to get him a title going into the Canelo fight, make it a unification fight. That would be for undisputed. I think they're going to want to do that. I think Andrade beats him. I think Andrade's too strong, too precise of a power puncher. He moves too well. Southpaw stance would take away Triple G's jab, which he didn't even utilize in this fight, which is typically one of his best weapons. I think Andrade is all wrong for him. I think Andrade at this point is too quick, too strong, and just too skilled for him. I think he's too fast. I think Gennady Golovkin's skills have deteriorated. I think his old age has caught up to him. I think Father Time is undefeated. I don't think that he can extend his career the way Manny Pacquiao did. I don't think... Look, Triple G showed in the Canelo rematch that he can box off the back foot, but he can't he can outbox the top 20 guys, but he can't outbox the premier guys. So that come forward style, he eats too many punches, and he can't outbox top guys fighting backwards. So he's going to lose to all these guys. I mean, he should be able to beat Derevchenko, but that's about it. Like, I would pick him to lose to Andrade, lose to Billy Joe, lose to Charlo, lose to Canelo, lose to Jacobs. Like, I'd pick him to lose to all those guys. So, we'll see. I think they're going to match him with Andrade, and I think Andrade beats him. They could try to match him with Caleb Smith at 68, but I don't think they want to bring him back down to 60. And he would lose to Caleb Smith, too, at 68. So, look, he's got plenty of options, for sure. So I don't want to say that the options are limited. His good options are limited, because he would lose all those guys. His winning options are almost non-existent, unless he wants to fight another Steve Rolls type of guy. I was not impressed. Am I being hard on him? Let me know what you guys think. And do you think he'd have any chance to even be competitive in a Canelo fight? I think Canelo stops from 6, 7, maybe 8 rounds. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think of Triple G's performance. Do you want to see a rematch? Do you want to see where do you want to see Triple G go next? Do you want to see an Andrade fight? Do you want to see him fight Caleb Smith at 68? This fight with Rolls was at 64. It doesn't look like he's having trouble making 60, but maybe he wants to go to 60. I don't know, but let me know what you guys think. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please share this on all forms of social media so we can get to those 10,000 subscribers. For another special edition of Sunday Morning Champion from Texas to the world. This is 3D Boxing saying thank you and God bless.
Enjoy 3D Boxing vlog videos? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3dboxingvlog.com is also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.